Thank you very much for staying for the debate. And I wouldn't want to take too long, but just a few words to contextualize the movie that hopefully will help us understand a bit better. And I would like to start by telling something about the director, Andrzej Wajda, who is the heart and soul of the movie and the main engine behind it. When it was announced that Wajda finally was going to make the movie Katyn around the year 2005, there was a great expectation, not just in Poland, but also in Europe. By 2005, Wajda was already a legend, and for many fans of movies. He had started doing movies in the 1960s, but in the 1970s had been his best decade in terms of quality of movies. His movies had been selected for the most important festivals, Cannes, Berlin, etc., etc. So that you have an idea of how important or how prestigious Andrzej Wajda was. In 2000 already received the Oscar, for an honorary Oscar for his career. In 2008 he would receive the Golden Bear to Berlin also for his career. He was already a legend, but the expectation around the Wajda doing Katyn doesn't only have to do with him as a director, but also him as a political figure. So first of all, it's interesting to notice is that his father had been an officer in the Polish army who had been killed himself in Katyn. Wajda was very young at the time. He was 14 years old. He was born in 1926. And after these events, he decided to join the resistance. He went into the woods and fought the German armies for 5 years, I think. So for him, this project was really personal. He had always been trying to get money to do this for a long time. It was a long time personal project. But of course it was very difficult for him to do this, impossible during the years in which Poland was part of the Warsaw Pact. So he decided to do something else, and he did other sorts of movies in which he criticized in a more subtle way the Soviet regime, and in which he showed the reality of Poland under communism. In the 1980s, he got closer to Solidarność. He even made movies about the movement. He was friends with Lech Wałęsa. He even showed up himself in one of the movies. Then, when the Berlin Wall fell, then the project came back into his table. He thought really he could do this, but the problem was obtaining financing. In the 1990s in Poland, very few people wanted to talk about Katyn. So it will be until the early 2000s when he would get money to do the movie. So again, great expectations, and I think he didn't really disappoint his fans. The movie was very well received by the critics. It was nominated again for the Oscar for the movie in the foreign language. Praise again in all festivals. It is a movie, I think, that it's about Katyn, but it's much more than about Katyn. It's about politics of memory in Europe, the importance of remembering and manipulation. And I think with this, I would just like to end and open the floor. What is very interesting is that this is a story about manipulation, and the movie itself, when it was premiered in 2007, also was surrounded by scandals about manipulation. So already from the very beginning, there was a little bit of scandal with the movie, because they said, well, precisely now Wajda is getting financed because the party in government, Law and Justice, is politically interested in supporting this type of movie for the anti-Russian propaganda. On top of that, when the date for the premiere was announced, if I'm not mistaken, it was September 2007, also to commemorate the massacre of Katyn, the Polish authorities wanted to organize acts in Katyn. And Wajda himself protested and said that he didn't want the government to take advantage of the premiere of the movie to make political propaganda. Such was the scandal that in the end the government, which at the time was headed by Lech Kaczynski, who was in the midst of scandals of corruption and of course was in the middle of the political campaign, because the elections, let's not forget about it, would be taking place in October 2007, was in dire, so he was desperate to obtain good propaganda with the movie, but such was the scandal also with Wajda, who was a political reference in Poland, said that he didn't want this to happen, that he had to pull back. But still, the movie received a lot of attention. There is a very nice article in the New York Review of Books by Anne Applebaum saying why this movie is important. So again, it's about Katyn, it's about what happened there, but more importantly, I think, it's about politics of memory and the importance of remembering in today's Europe. And I think that ties very nicely with the project that Aline is trying to bring to this cycle of movies. And with that, I'll leave the floor open for the discussion. And I don't know how you want to do it, Aline. You want to circulate the microphones or?